Hey guys, is your pull cord not going all the way back in like this one? So if you're interested in fixing your pull cord, stay tuned. Alright, so to remove your pull cord, usually has some bolts like this. This happens to be a 10 millimeter. So you're just going to take that off. And don't worry, it's not going to unwind or anything like that. So it's all self-contained in there. Now you'll want to remove this from the side over here. So loosen that up some so you can get that out. Alright, so now on these pull cords, you know, they are made to go hang up here so you don't have to reach all the way down to the end of the lawnmower. So there could be a little bit of slack, but this one has just a little too much slack. So we are going to fix that. First thing you want to try is just could be dirty, and if it's dirty, the spring in here may be rusted up a little bit. You can see on top of here, so you got some water and you got some rust in there. But you can take some WD-40, some kind of lubricant like that, and spray. Find where your spring is. Right in here, see the spring coming out there, and you can see it's kind of rusty. So spray some WD-40 in there and then work that pull cord back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and see if you can see if it'll go in further and further each time. Alright, so we're going to take this, find that spring opening right there, and we are going to spray our WD-40 or lubricant of choice in there. Let that work itself down in there. Spray that good. Give that a few seconds there. And then let's start pulling the rope out here. See if that'll free it up. See. Alright, so just work that back and forth. Put some more WD-40 on it. And just get that nice and lubed up. Alright, so that's one way. And you should do this every so often. Especially if you keep your lawnmowers outside in the weather. You should lubricate them at least once a year to do this. It seems like it's going in a little bit further than it was, but it might not be in all the way. So we are going to reinstall the top of this, and I just put 2 bolts in it just to hold it, just to get it on there, and we'll see if it cleared up the tension. So as you can see, it's still a little bit loose. Not quite going all the way back. So you got just a little bit more, but it did make it a little better than what it was. Alright, so if you still have a little bit of flapping string, then we'll move on to step number 2. All right, so step number 2 that you can try, is that what we're on? Step number 2. If WD-40 doesn't work, you can put 1 wind or 2 winds, depending on how much you need to pull back in. Some of these have a notch on it, and you can use that notch as an indicator. Well, this one doesn't have a notch on it. So what you can do, pull this out just a little bit, use one of these for a indicator. All right, you want to push this in, get some slack on it. So let's push that in there a little bit, like that. Hold that up underneath, and then what you can do, get you back in the camera, and get you an Allen wrench like this, and you can reach down in there and pull that up in there. All right, so that's what you want to do. You want to pull this out, and we are going to mark that right here with this, and we are gonna use this to wind it 1 time. So we're gonna go counterclockwise, just like that. Counterclockwise. So did you get all that, or was I too close? So I put the string around here and did that counterclockwise. So you want to try that again, get a better shot at it. So we'll see if I can reenact the scene. So we're going to pull this out. We're going to pull this out with your little Allen wrench. Wrap that around there like that. And then we are going to go counterclockwise 1 spin. Let's see if that will do the trick. So now I'm trying to do it for the video instead of just doing it. Alright, hold some tension on that, and then allow that string to be pulled back in there. See if that did some of the tension. Now if that doesn't work enough, then we can do 1 more. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this, and let's see if it took up some of that slack. Who is that right there? The cat is in my video again. Alright, so anyways, we are not installing the whole thing. I just put the 2 corner screws on, and we will go from here and see how good it does. So it did tighten it up. Might be able to go 1 more on it. So if it's not tight enough, see that? It's not even hanging down. So we just tighten that up. Now, if you're still getting some slack on it, you can go 1 more spin around there. All right, so now we want to make sure. So here's one thing you want to do. Let's pull this all the way out. All right, so the string is all the way out, so it's all the way out. Now you want to make sure that the spring isn't all the way out. So if you can turn it a little bit like that, so the spring is not all the way out. So you don't want to hit the spring before you hit the end of the rope. So don't wind it too tight. So you get that slack put in there, so that way you can reach down in there with something like this and pull it out. Pull that rope right up. Reach in there. Now what you can do is go over to Grandma's house, get you a crochet hook, and put it down in there and steal that out of there. So now we're going to pull this out again. We're going to wrap it around this and go counterclockwise with it to give it some more tension. Alright, so there you go, you got it counterclockwise. Hold your hand on that, let it go. So now it's even in a little bit further. Alright, so you guys, once you get that in there and it's working good, we can reinstall it to check out the work. So once again, just do a little recap. Push this in, pull this out just a little bit, find you a marking point. If it doesn't have one of the little cutouts, pull your string out, wrap it around counterclockwise one time, then let it go, and it will go back in there. Alright, let's get it reinstalled. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so I went ahead and reinstalled that. Went ahead and put the 4 bolts back in, and it looks like it has some nice good tension on there. So let's try it out. Alright, there you have it guys. So, hey guys, if this video helped you fix your recoil, hey, stay tuned because there's more stuff on this particular lawnmower. Hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, get notified every time there's a new video. And this is Rich with MBO Backyard Fixes.